What will the post-COVID world look like? I'm Kristopher Gee in DTLA, and I'll introduce you to the founder of an innovative architecture design firm who says if our cities are to rebound, we'll have to innovate toward the future.
The word Omgivning is a Swedish word referring to the way a particular space feels. Karin Liljegren loves designing spaces and so used the name for her architecture design firm, which she proudly bases in DTLA.
I just love the vitality. Just people are just real. But we got to bring it back though, because it's in pretty sad shape right now.
Under the pandemic, office, residential, and commercial spaces are experiencing a slowdown, but Karin sees opportunity in this, opportunity to find solutions to some long-held issues of human interaction in our spaces.
The pandemic and social injustice and so many things all at the same time have made the direction we were going so much more clear and with a real sense of urgency.
Karin's team recently released a report that presents solutions to problems such as balancing public and private space at work. Their report is filled with renderings like these that demonstrate how our existing spaces can be adapted for the times, keeping the human-centered approach in mind.
So that means, as humans, how are we experiencing our spaces? Balancing our need for privacy as well as socialization, especially right now, and certainly promoting equity and diversity through design.
The recent closure of retail chains like Toys R Us have left a huge number of unutilized spaces. Karin's team has detailed how these spaces could be reutilized for residential housing.
There's 800 locations that are vacant. And instead of tearing them down, I think we need to just really think about how we can reuse them.
Karin says many of these ideas aren't new, but under the pandemic are gaining momentum.
Who's going to have an office that has a bunch of empty, full offices? So we really like this idea of the pod.
With huge numbers of people now working from home and less need for large company offices, Karin's team has proposed ideas for more mixed and blended use spaces, which can cut costs and create benefits for companies sharing space.
They're getting the benefit of the collective of all being together, where you're sharing facilities. So that idea that works really well with food halls or, as a food concept can work in many other scenarios.
Omgivning focuses on finding new uses for the old, which has been part of the DTLA story over the past decade.
Let's be inspirational and let's make change and let's move forward and don't get hung up with how awful things are right now. Let's just all figure out how to make it better.
And now, with some new thinking fueled by our new reality, Karin believes DTLA can continue to be a vital part of Los Angeles.